Hello everyone and welcome back to Nerds Fail Me, where we are playing some more StarCraft 2 Direct Strike, and I am playing as Karax today. So let's get my thing, where am I? No, missed it. Did not get my little guy down in time to actually walk across the field. So, Karax is a Protoss commander, and if you recall the very first video where I played as Protoss, I said I'm not very good at them. Thus far, my experience with this guy, that's holding true. The Protoss are more expensive units individually as a rule. Obviously that varies quite drastically with commanders, but still accurate. And with Karax, his selection of units is quite small, although he's got a wide selection of defensive structures. So who have we got? We've got, that's Fire Roaches, so that's Abathur. We've got Vultures on my team, so that's Rayna. And who else have we got? We've got Swarm Queen, so another Abathur on our side. Okay, so Abathur's going to be impossible to take down. It's just going from there. Can we take the middle bonus? Oh, it's a Tychus. Ooh. Ooh. That's not a fun matchup. Oh, I don't think, yeah, my little Energizer is just going to walk out into that. Oh, got hit by a mine though. And there we go. Okay, so who am I against? Someone who hasn't fielded anything. They're probably waiting for me. Well, that's good. We can wait for each other. And that'll go really well, and I'll just get my gas upgrades so that I can have more minerals. I don't want to go to tier 3 just yet, but I did want to go to tier 2 pretty early on. Because the first two units you start with, they're fine, but they're just not like crazy powerful. And it's very easy to get bogged down there thinking, I don't have enough minerals to tech up, but I don't like the units I've got here. Okay. So, will my opponent play something this turn? I don't like that stacking up and that it's me that it's going on to. I know I need to play something. Oh, although my Energizer's boosting the attack speed of a lot of these things. I didn't play with an Energizer in my last match and we won that. There we go. Sentinels, he's playing the same as me. Okay, what am I good against? I want to go with the Mirages, but there's just it wouldn't work. And Annihilators are too expensive, and I don't want to go just Sentinels. Screw it, we're going to tier 3. I'll play support carriers and Purifier Colossi. God, that Tychus grenade. It's heart-wrenching to see it because it'll just evaporate a chunk of your army. Looks like they disappear into a black hole. I seldom use it when I play, but when I do see it used, God, it's devastating. Okay, so these don't want to be a front line. Can I fit 3 in? I can probably get enough minerals for 3, but let's upgrade to the Fire Beam and the Extended Thermal Lance. And, oof, goodness, we're going down quite heavily here. Let's do that, and get that as well. So those upgrades actually boost these defensive structures here, and I'm going to place another one that's like an artillery piece. So those will do quite well now. These roaches are not good against Tychus though, they're good against light units. And these aren't biomassed yet because he probably hasn't had a chance. These are going to go down like a lead balloon. Just melt those for me, please. How much damage do these guys do? 20. At a reasonably good speed, especially with that Energizer in tow. Let's get another one of them ready to... What do you mean? 425? Oof, those are expensive. But if it works, it's worth it. Ah, I got taken down. Where's mirages? Okay, I can deal with mirages. Mostly because they're not going to be able to deal with me. Like, their primary thing is lifting up enemy units, which against me they can't do. It's the Tychus player, bizarrely, that worries me the most on the enemy team here. Although they've got a Nakara now. And they're not surviving till the following wave, so the Nakara is not completely useless, but could be more useful. How much health have these guys got? 200. Actually, their health and shields are pretty even. Let's upgrade that and their ground weapons. But, no, that's a pain. They can actually attack me and I can't attack them back. Well, we're just going to have to live with that. And then I'll get a couple of carriers to start dealing with these. In fact, I should be able to get my first one now. Here we go. You can't place these centrally is the thing. Let's place them right at the back. And they'll come in. So Karax has a couple of other special abilities. First of which is the Reconstruction Beam, which heals several units all at once. I'm actually going to boost that so that it heals 5 units instead of 3. All of his units are mechanical, and he has the Purifier Beam, which is basically a laser beam from space. And a very scary one at that. I don't like fighting the Tychus wave, but I don't want to go like heavy into the, what are they called? Annihilators, which would deal with him because of what the wave is that follows, and they'd be rubbish against that. Although having said that, I'm not doing very well against anything. I don't like. Let's do that. Get one of those going at the front. And I will need that upgrade. And you're going to see an awful lot of blue fire spew forth. I don't think I made very good choices here though. I've gone up to Tech 3 far too fast to try and get the units that I wanted, but I'm actually having to deal with the wave from before. Although we do have 2 of these Biomassed Queens now, and these are burning down our opponent quite quickly. So this time I'm actually going to be fighting the units that I thought I would be. Although we're still not fighting much of the air, and they are just shredding me. I don't have any particularly good anti-air that isn't more Mirages, and if I'm building Mirages to try and catch up with this guy, I'm doing it wrong. Let's get another support carrier. They're very damaging, they actually heal some of my units, and you can see these guys are living long enough to get to the front lines and do some very significant damage. It's just those Mirages are a problem. And they've got Guardians on the back of this Abathur, which do an awful lot of damage. Not super hyped about having to fight those. I wonder if carriers is actually more of the way to go. Because of their size, I believe. Are they massive? Yes, massive. They actually they're counter to Tychus's normal trick for dealing with air units, which is to bring them to the ground. But because they're massive, they can't be brought to the ground. Oh no, we're going to lose our bunker here. Surely. Yeah, our army got caught too far back. Quick, solar beam! We need to push back on this quite hard. Ooh, am I going to be able to get down another support carrier? Yes. There. But you can see how the solar beam, the purifier beam gives us an edge. Sorry, it looks like exactly what I thought of when I was a kid and I was playing Pokemon. I was like, yeah, solar beam. I've got the area of effect damage to deal with anything small. I think now I need to go Annihilators once I've got a full back row of these guys. How well do these deal with the air units? Not very. Damn. Well, it might help though if I actually upgrade my air units, because these are 2-2, which means they've got 2 attack and 2 armour. In fact, they've got a lot of upgrades all across the board. That's a lot to spend. Unsure how to proceed here. You can see why I'm not confident with the Protoss. They're very good. People play with them just fine and get extremely good results. I'm just not there yet. I'm actually going to upgrade the air weapons again. Just get a little bit more damage out of them. And the armour. But then I really do need to get placing a few more units. Let's see, how do we do here? Well, the Shadow Cannon got wasted on a roach. Shadow Cannon, by the way, is the Annihilator here. That's its special attack. Does 200 damage with a 32-second cooldown. But it can be absolutely devastating. There's too much anti-air there for me to deal with, and my ground units, such as I have, that can attack air units. But it's the only thing that can attack air units from the ground. Oh, I am not a fan. Not a fan at all. Maybe the trick is to focus more on these guys, because the Mirages will attack these support carriers as a priority, simply because they can attack back. Oh, we've got a... oh, there's one on the other team. Of course, yeah, it's my mirror. But these guys will walk straight underneath while the support carriers take all the damage. Oh no, we're taking so much damage on the tower, it's going to go down. Okay. Let's take out those sentinels. See, now all the support carriers are down, but these guys are just wandering underneath. And they are so durable. They've barely taken any hits. And the Mirages can't actually attack the base. Maybe the strategy here is to just ignore them. Oh dear, there's Vipers as well. I am not faring very well in this matchup. Let's upgrade everything. May as well. I'm going to need to be durable. And yeah, this Rainer character has managed to pull his defences back, whereas we're fighting on top of them so much here that I don't think I'm going to be able to get mine for a little while, not until we can push them away. Which is a pain, because now they're not helping us to push back at this stage. Oh god, come on, spawn, spawn, spawn. Get rid of the enemy. Oh no, we're starting to take damage. This game is not going very well. So this is putting me in mind of my Alarak game, where I wasn't even there to see the defence go down. We haven't even taken down their bunker. Clearly there are lots of lessons to learn. Perhaps upgrading all of this was a mistake, but I don't think I match up very well against this guy, and I'm surprised that he went for the Mirages so heavily. But there's nothing we can do about that now. No, there's damage coming on the base. Our guy's not going to spawn for a few seconds. Oh, that was frustrating. So how did I actually do? Oh hey, compared to the Rainer though, I did a lot more damage. I'm surprised the Rainer didn't do more. Maybe that's where the leak was. I don't know. I still don't think my choice of units was as good as it could have been. If you've got any advice on using Karax, I'd love to hear it in the comments below. Until then, I shall see you in the next episode. Goodbye.